So why do many students fail, or why many students, though they are putting efforts, do not qualify in the very first attempt or second attempt, whatever? Like there are many students who really put efforts but sometimes fail. First of all, please come out of shortcut learnings. Students think that if I have a flowchart material or if I have a colored notes, I can qualify easily. That's absolutely wrong. If at all colored notes as shortcut materials, flowchart materials can make you qualify, I think the pass percentage would have been 75-80% at all levels of CA. Because today the colored notes and flowchart materials are available plenty. Almost from past 3 to 4 years, they're available in plenty of varieties. There are so many who are releasing 100 pages notes, 50 pages notes for each subject. You just read them and just take one question paper and try to pinpoint where the answer is located. I bet you will not find it. Please come out of that. What prompted me to do this video? Just morning, I came across one MCQ. Just one MCQ, some faculty put up that MCQ. I'm bringing one subject related concept because I want you to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Which of the following is not a factor? Which of the following is not a factor? It's an audit related question, SA 320 materiality related question. Okay. Which of the following is not a factor for benchmark selection or selection of benchmark? See, in SA 320, there is a concept called materiality. Materiality. We all know it's a relative term. Every organization, the materiality level is different. Now, what is the level of materiality? How that amount can be calculated? That amount is calculated generally as a percentage on a benchmark. Now, what do you mean by benchmark? Profit can be a benchmark, sales can be a benchmark, purchases can be a benchmark, net worth can be a benchmark, working capital can be a benchmark, anything can be a benchmark. Now, which benchmark I should use for which organization? How to select? There are some factors. First of all, it's a matter of judgment. Auditor has to decide based on his intelligence, his judgment. But there are some factors how to select. What are the factors? I'll just give 2 or 3 examples of what are the factors. Items of financial statements. One factor is items of financial statements. What is items of financials? Look, for a bank, the items of financial statements are different compared to a non-banking industry. Suppose for a normal manufacturing trading industry, what is a item of financial? Revenue from operation or cost of goods sold, net worth. But for a bank, items of financial statements are deposits, advances, interest on advance, interest on deposits. These are the items. Now, which item you have to select? That item which will exactly represent your company. So that item you have to select. So that is one criteria. Second criteria, financial information needs of users in that particular industry. Financial information needs. Suppose if you take a bank, no, I mostly need how much actually the bank is earning. Maybe I want to know capital adequacy. Is the bank maintaining capital adequacy? I want to know that. More importantly, in a banking industry, if I have to invest funds, today banks are prone to insolvency because of the COVID situations. Okay, please listen to it. I'm going to give you a very big message, very big understanding of how to really prepare well, how to really prepare properly in order to succeed easily. So capital adequacy norms, capital norms, these are most representative for a bank. Whereas in a normal manufacturing company, that may not be a norm for identifying. For a normal manufacturing company, of course, solvency we look at, but that is not the guiding factor for investment. That is one of the guiding factor. Most important guiding factor is performance of the company, profits of the company. When a person is investing in a bank, he not only looks at the performance, he majorly looks at the capital adequacy. So financial information need. If I am a user in a bank, I need capital adequacy information. If it is a other company, I may look at cost of goods sold, I may look at profit. Now, this is how you need to learn. This is how you need to understand. Another option is independence of auditor. Is independence of auditor One of the factor to decide benchmark. Benchmark means what? In the company, elements of the company. Independence of auditor is nowhere an element of the company. Obviously, how independence of the auditor can be useful for benchmark selection? Obviously not. So this is not an element of the company. Independence of auditor is the element of auditor, but not the element of the company. So obviously this point will not come. But when I looked at comments section for that question, many students are saying, yeah, I remember so and so cheat code, so and so cheat code. It is independence because it is not covered in cheat code. If you're following cheat codes, if you're following mnemonics, if you're following mugging up approach, if you're trying to remember the content without analyzing the content, I just took that example to make you understand how powerful is analysis. You know, if you follow cheat codes and mnemonics technique, or if you follow a colored notes remembering technique rather than understanding, rather than analyzing, rather than why, you're only focusing on what and how, but you're not giving attention to why. If you only do that, you have to revise that short notes for 100 times. You have to read it for 10, 20 times. Suppose, just now I gave you an example. If you follow this approach, if you follow this approach of learning, sir, but faculties, everyone are not giving explanation like this, then he is not a right faculty. Obviously, no. He is not a right person to teach. As a teacher, my objective is to make you understand. See, you are coming to me because you can't understand that. If I also say that, no, that topic is like that, no, there is no techniques for understanding, just remember. If I also do the same, what's the difference between you and me? It is my moral responsibility, it is my fundamental responsibility to make it understandable to you, to make it easy for you, because you're approaching me, you're paying fees to me. Kindly come out of that kind of mnemonic codes, that kind of cheat codes. Colored notes I'm not against, but the way people are using it, people are using colored notes as a mantra for remembering, not for analyzing. I'm telling you, if you really understand the topic, you just watch my audit marathon, which has got 2.5 lakh view. First South Indian video reaching that many views for CA related curriculum. You just see, I have not used a single flowchart notes or something. I just used my bare material, which has been downloaded by more than 5 to 6,000 students across India. Learn really. Know the art of real learning. If you really learn, you don't require mnemonics, cheat codes, nothing. It is required only for those who do not really understand. This process, this particular technique is to be applied. See, this is first of all not a technique. This is what our earlier traditional learning approach. We are unnecessarily discovering new techniques which are not at all a proper technique. Because students are being attracted to colored notes, because students are being attracted to mnemonics, all that, because students are being attracted to shortcut learnings, entire faculty fraternity is doing it. But I'm telling you, that is nowhere a proper learning. You give me any topic without a proper material, without a flowchart, without a color, I'll make it interesting for you. It should be my skill. It is my skill set that should make you understand. It's not the color which will make you understand. It's the skill set of the faculty that makes you understand. So kindly come out of those kind of learnings. Please stick to our original. You see institute material, though the institute material has been colored now, but they didn't use much of colors. They hardly use some 3 or 4 colors, hardly throughout the entire material. But you see the concept representation, they only given text format. They never explain it with the arrow marks, diagrams, symbols, no nothing. That's how you're supposed to read. Even if you look at the institute quick reference material, revision material, they maintained the entire descriptive thing like that. They never used mnemonics and all. So that's what real way of learning. In the name of mnemonics, cheat codes, shortcut materials, short materials, there is a big business which is happening, and you are the customer for that business. And you know what? You may get satisfaction, but you will not be successful in that method. Kindly do not promote that kind of learning. For everything, you must know. See, whenever you're solving an MCQ, what I firmly believe, it's not figuring out the right answer. It is eliminating 3 wrong answers. How to solve an MCQ? If you are a brilliant student, you don't try to figure out what is right. You try to figure out what are the 3 wrong answers. Naturally, the fourth one is right. Sometimes, in MCQs, the options are like right, wrong, 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 not wrong. I don't say it is right. It is not wrong answer. Is it right answer? No, it's not about right or wrong. It's not a wrong answer. For sure, it's not a wrong answer. 3 wrong answers were there and 1 not wrong answer is there. That not wrong is the right answer for that MCQ. Learn the art of eliminating. If you follow colored notes, if you follow shortcut materials, if you follow cheat codes, mnemonics, maybe some descriptive answers based on your memory power you can write. But you cannot answer a concept based MCQ. It's not the color, it's a concept understanding which is most important. If you think CA inter audit or CA final audit or law, if you think the theory subjects, which means probably what I strongly feel is you would have not really learned it. You would have really not understood it thoroughly. That's the reason why you're feeling it's a theory. So kindly share this video to your friends also. Enlighten them. If you really follow the right process of learning, you definitely easily qualify without much efforts. Reason why many students fail in exams is 2 reasons broadly I can say. One is maybe their preparation was weak, but this is only 30% of the students. 70% of the students are failing because of the wrong guidance. Because of the wrong guidance. What is wrong guidance? Simple. I take my audit subject itself as an example. If as a faculty, if I say that it's a theory subject, it is like that. Obviously student also thinks, yeah, since it is like that, I have to remember no matter what, which means it's a wrong guidance. Whatever I guide to the student, he follow the same exactly for 6 months. And obviously 6 months or 12 months, whatever he do, he can't definitely qualify easily. He can't definitely answer a conceptual question. Guidance is the biggest problem. We are running an academic institute, Srestha, CA Inter, all 8 subjects. You can see the demos also in the playlist. Watch each and every demo once given. You will understand how conceptually we will make the student understand. We don't give any colored notes. We don't give any shortcut materials. No, we don't. Even if we lose the business, it's okay. Hardly to make colored notes or materials, it hardly takes 150 hours for each subject, which we can easily do it. But something which I don't believe I should not do. I am giving smart notes for my subject. Smart notes is a different one. Though it is in colors, but it is not a flowchart type or it is not a mnemonics based. It is not cheat code based. Cheat code based. It is a detailed notes, little drafted in a simplified words. That's the only difference. You just watch our classes. We only stick to the right way of teaching the concept. Nowhere we use this is like that. You have to remember. No, never. If at all we have to tell that, if at all we have to give that particular kind of explanation at a particular place, it is better for us to leave the teaching industry. So kindly learn in a real way. If you learn in a real way, you don't have to feel much difficulty. That's it. All the best.